Today I'm going to be doing one of my favorite techniques, which is printing on a mono printing plate like this gel press plate. I'm going to be using a couple things like this stencil by Kae Pea called Celestial Sun, some Ranger alcohol inks by Tim Holtz. This is the Nature Walk set. And to prep your plate, all you need is a little bit of hand sanitizer. So the first thing that you're going to do is take your hand sanitizer and you're going to squeeze out. I'm almost out because I love this technique. This is the only thing I use hand sanitizer for. But you're going to squeeze that out onto your gel press plate. You're going to take your roller and you're just going to smooth this out. Then you take your stencil. And I love this stencil by Kae Pea, made by Stencil Girl. I'm just making sure I don't have any air pockets, which I don't see any. Now after you've put your inks on there, if you think you have a little extra ink, maybe a little too much, you can take a porous sheet of paper, like this cardstock, and just lay it on there and you can see the extra inks will start automatically soaking into the paper and through the paper. And that's just one way of removing. And I'm not touching very hard when I do that because I don't want to remove all the inks. I'm just trying to keep it from getting too messed up. And as you can see, I had a lot of ink on there. So let's start by removing your stencil. And you can see that because I put too much on, really, I've got a little extra there. And if I want to just scoot off some like that, I could just take a paper towel and just wipe that off. But I'm not going to worry about it. I usually just kind of go with the flow. This is my rice paper here. So I'm just going to take my rice paper. Now you have all this lovely ink that is left on your stencil. You do not want to go to waste on that. So you can just take your stencil, reactivate the inks by lightly squirting it with some alcohol. And this is the way I had it before. Lay that right back down. Take some paper, like this wax paper here, deli paper, lay that on top. And one thing I don't like about deli paper is that crease that goes through the middle, but just lay that on top and you'll see your print coming up like so. And just remove that and ooh. Lots of nice collage pieces there. And then I picked that up. And this is the Vellum. And since it's not quite as tall, I'm going to choose that sun to get in there, or moon. And just pressing that down. Like so. And pull that back and you get a different print. So I'm just going to keep making prints, choose which one I like the best, and then I'll be back. By re-wetting your stencil with just straight alcohol sprayed on it, you can reactivate the inks over and over again, and you can get just tons of prints, as you can see here. I love to keep these for collage, for just making things. So even ones that are faint like this will probably end up being like one of my favorite collage pieces, because you can see through the wax paper and still have a design and color on the front. I also like to take paper like a textbook sheet of paper like this. It's an old sheet, and just get color on it just to make it older and, you know, really make it vintage. And like I said, this is one of those that are just blotted up with extra ink, and I know I can already see something with this, because doesn't that almost look like a dream catcher with the sun and feathers? You can see I can do feathers hanging down off of it and cut that out. So there's all sorts of things that you can just keep making over and over with the same design. You can cut them up into strips. You can do all sorts of things. So I hope you enjoyed my video today, and I hope it inspires you to go get some alcohol inks, your favorite stencil, and a mono printing plate, and play and have fun. Talk to you later. Bye.